Caribbean a couple years ago, and it really makes me miss the place. I mean, the water in the game looks beautiful, and I'm like, man, I miss that. Oh, it's beautiful and clear, and it's nice and warm out, and it's tropical, and a lot of good memories. So,
where in the Caribbean were you?
British Virgin Islands, sailing around the British Virgin Islands.
Cool.
Good time, yeah. So I'm playing that. Been picked up. We actually have speaking of PGL here on the PGL Lobbycast, we have a PGL NCAA College Football League still going. A lot of the old members are still there. There's 11 of us in the league. We're still kind of rolling around with that. I got to play. Is that guy okay over there? Oh, he's taking a picture. There's an old man laying down over there. I got a little concerned.
Yeah,
Super.
he does that.
He's got the angles.
It's about the angle.
Yeah, we were talking about that guy just a little bit ago.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one. So it's kind of cool. I actually got to play a game against 2 times. And it was really kind of cool to connect with, kind of an old friend, sit down and chat and play a game together for 45 minutes or whatever.
Yeah. Nice.
So that was cool. And then I've been playing a little bit of the Age of Empires 2 HD from Steam. Went on sale for like $2.
I picked it up a long time ago, played it once. I'm like, eh.
Yeah, that's cool because I've never played it.
Oh, okay.
And Age of Empires Online is so unstable sometimes that kind of cool to play this game, and I know it's going to work. And whatnot, so
yeah, my
it's a new experience for me.
My issues with it were that they didn't integrate the expansion packs, which completely changed the game. And I was used to, nostalgia is used to a certain way of playing that game, and it's just not the same. So I'm like, HD? Really?
Yeah, well, a lot of times your memory of a game kind of throws you off. Like, I know, like when you got back to playing Donkey Kong, you're like, I don't know, was it just as cool? Do you remember it? Or it's like, man.
It was totally awesome.
Okay. See, that's the mark of a great game, though. It sticks through time, no matter what, at any point when you pick it up and play.
Right.
Do you have a Wii?
I do not.
Okay. I recently played the Wii version of Super Smash Brothers.
Okay.
And it was magical.
Magical?
It's like an HD awesome version of like my childhood. It was awesome.
There you go.
It's cool.
There you go.
Also one of my new addictions, that and Mari. Yeah.
Oh, okay, very cool. Well, I think that's it for the weekly watches. This might be a good spot to wrap up the show. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. It is 8:30. We've run out of. I've run out of things to talk about.
We've barely recorded.
Do you want to go back to the Oscars? Maybe.
I do not want to go to the Oscars. Hey, well, how about this? We'll put together a quick top 5 list.
Top 5 list?
Yes.
Okay.
Top 5 of what?
What are 5 movies you're most looking forward to this
year? Looking forward to? Okay. I'm like right now off the top of my head. I don't know if I can name 5 movies coming up.
We don't each have to come up with 5.
Oh, okay.
Collectively.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if I'm not interested in your movies?
What's that?
What if I'm not excited about the ones to choose?
Then you don't have to be. I don't know. I was trying to think a couple of things that I've seen in the news lately. The guys from Disney have gotten together. They formed a committee to set in stone the Star Wars canon, so that they can do a decent job of doing the expanded universe.
Right.
So it's not always just Luke Skywalker.
Work on
and
consistencies and stuff like that.
Stuff like that. So they're deciding what is story and is not story.
Right.
And I think that's a great idea. Whenever a new company takes over something like Star Wars, taking it over from George Lucas, I think it's important to set your direction where you're going to take a series. I mean, if you're serious about doing a good job, then that should be your first step, is to decide. I was like, okay, well, from all this, I mean, because there's so many books, so many Star Wars books. I read 0 of them, but there are so many.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that they should keep it like super serious and try and really dedicate to the Star Wars brand, but then have like a Mickey Mouse cameo, just like run through a hallway or something. Yeah, like, oh my god.
Well, and Disney owns Marvel now too, so they can have Wolverine just pop up out of nowhere.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
And kill Mickey Mouse.
Well, cross promotion there. Just keep going.
Yeah, just keep going.
It'll all be one at some point.
I like it. I like it.
That'll work.
A few other things in the news. For video games that we don't play. Sony's PlayStation Now initiative, where they're going to start putting streaming games into televisions and like notebooks and tablets and phones and all that kind of stuff. Apparently, you will need to own a PS3 controller to play them. Now, if you have a PS4, that works fine. But any of these non-PlayStation branded things, you'll need a PlayStation 3 controller to be able to play that kind of stuff.
Very cool.
Say, what other kind of random news can I come up with? I still don't have top 5 movies.
Actually, this is an interesting one. I saw a court decision came down with the last couple of days talking about net neutrality, where this is interesting because this is kind of starting to open the door for internet providers to charge more for you going to certain websites. So, like, if you want to use Netflix, but they might charge you more. Or if you want to play online games, they might have this avenue to charge you more. So, a lot of people kind of concerned about this. You know, these internet providers having this much power, because net neutrality means the whole internet is free, kind of free access to it, and you can't be limited for what you want to do and whatnot.
There's another related case in the Supreme Court right now, where there's this one service, I don't remember the name of it, but they're taking free over-the-air broadcasts like CBS, NBC, stuff like that, and they're charging, $8 a month for you to get these through your computer, and they're getting sued by the networks, and the company, their thing is like, no, we have tiny individual antennas for each one of our subscribers.
Okay.
It's like, this is no different than somebody having an antenna at their house and getting their local CBS channel on their own.
Okay.
It's like, all we're doing is providing the service to where they can get it through the internet rather than over the air.
Over the air antenna.
But nobody's getting something that hasn't been allocated to them already. So it's kind of an interesting thing. It'll be cool to see what happens with the Supreme Court. Oh, hi there. Those are Linda truffles. Thank you.
That half is for you.
She takes such good care of me.
Perfect.
That's nice.
There we
So,
go.
I have a friend who works for Google
Okay.
up in Boulder, and I got to go into the Google office to attend a lunch. The employees go in the morning and they get to have breakfast. It's like, they have it like buffet style. And it's crazy to me. It's all free, of course. They're fed breakfast and they go and work and whatnot. And they were fed lunch. And I had swordfish when I went in.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
it was
God.
swordfish and potatoes and whatnot. It was awesome. It's legit. And they have a vegan menu, and it's kind of set up like a buffet that's different types of food. There's an Italian section and a seafood section, a vegetarian section. There was sushi. So weird. So I end up meeting some of these people, and there's people who are Google is working on this thing called Google Glass, and it's like a band and one thing over your eye, a little lens over your eye, and there's a button on the side, and I got to meet the guys who were wearing them around and testing them out, and they let me put one on.
Yeah, it's still in beta, right?
Yeah, and it's so weird because I got to put one on, and it was like I don't know what to look like at what I'm looking at, or focus on this screen. So as I'm talking,
one
to
eye
someone,
going this way, one eye. In 20 years, we're all going to be our eyes are going to be independent of each other.
Yeah, one for your Google Glass
Yeah.
and one for the
Not
real
attractive.
world.
Yeah, that's
But
gonna.
you can like tap the side of it and like take a picture of like what you're looking at.
Okay.
And it was so weird because I was like talking to people, and all of a sudden I'm like zoning off into like the glass, so that I'm like in the middle of a conversation, like, oh yeah, definitely.
What?
I'm like trying to figure out like what I'm doing.
That's
I didn't
funny.
get to the setting where I guess you're able to like, or they're trying to get it to be able to like look at something and like acknowledge what it is and do like a search of it like on the thing. And that blows my mind. I'm like, oh my god.
My
Super
brain
cool.
can only handle so much. What am I doing here?
How do you function? But I guess you can like, I don't know. It was intense. But yeah, I was like zoning off. And
That is very cool.
yeah, it was nice meeting people. I'm just like, yeah, definitely nice
Yeah.
to meet you.
Just wait till people are wearing those while they're driving.
We're gonna have a society of no eye contact. Hey, how's it going? I feel your hand. I guess I'm meeting you.
No Google Glass.
I'm doing
while
a search on
driving.
you right now. Oh, I don't want to shake your hand now.
Super weird, yeah.
It's very interesting that your hand is 92 degrees right now.
I feel like you could like wear them under sunglasses and go into a strip club and just secretly take pictures. Is that creepy? That I
Oh,
think
there you
of?
go.
That's like the first thing I was like, that's
Like a
sketchy.
spy.
You could take creepy pictures of like pervert action, like the
Right,
guy
yeah,
that
yeah.
was on the floor a minute ago.
Yeah.
Could have been Google Glassing. It'd be way less accurate. I guess on the floor doing this would be kind of
Yeah. Ba, 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 ba.
That's freaking us out a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
That's right.
totally.
All right, you calling it?
Huh?
I think it's funny that they talk for like 4 hours straight. We're out here for like half an hour.
I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I didn't see nearly as many movies today, Tyler. I really only saw one movie.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I popped in.
They were really hardcore about watching all of the Golden Globe
Yeah.
movies.
It's that time of year.
Yeah.
See, it's a seasonal podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
It was all good.
All right, well, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you, everybody, for watching and listening. We're probably going to break this up into
Bite-sized portions.
Yeah,
Nice.
maybe 45 minutes to an hour shows.
Yeah.
I think that'd be about right. And then, I'll do intros for each one of them, so you'll feel like I'm there. I'm not there for most of the show. Sam, were you there for most of the show?
Just wandering around somewhere.
Yeah, this is the longest amount of time that I was on the show.
Yeah.
But I'll be there in editing
Yeah.
spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you for joining us, Alaina.
Totally.
So
Thanks
cool to
for
have you
letting me
on.
play with you.
Absolutely.
And you are welcome anytime. You can come join our
Permanent
semi-married
spot.
man.
Oh yeah, right in the middle.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly. All right. Bye.
Adios.